Hi, this is Di, the bass playing mom, and today we are going to talk about some more 2021 basses. Last time we talked about basses that were released in 2021. There was a NAMM release. They did have a winter NAMM, even though everyone's on quarantine, it was virtual. But that means your favorite manufacturers still released basses, and we get to talk about them. Last time I picked my 3 favorite new releases, and this time you're picking. I got these recommendations out of the comments. So if you can think of a new bass that's been released and I haven't talked about it, please put that down below, and I am going to go ahead and shout out those basses and we'll talk about them here because apparently you guys like that. And I'm not against it, except for it just all looks very expensive to me, because every time I see a new bass I'm like, oh, I need that one and I need that one. So you guys are kind of torturing me by making me look at all these new basses. That's what I just sat like for a full day and just looked at new basses. It's a tough life being me. And our first comment is from Ding Ding Nian, who says that the 2021 Charvel basses seem to be really nice. For 2021, Charvel has put out 4 new basses. Well, 2 new basses, and they're offered in 2 colors, so it's 4 basses altogether. So let's take a look. The Pro Mod San Dimas bass PJ4 is the first bass that they have come out with at Charvel, and it comes in 2 colors. It comes in lime green metallic and mystic blue. It has an alder San Dimas bass body. It has a 12 to 16 inch compound radius caramelized maple fingerboard with rolled edges. It has luminlay side dots. Those are apparently glow-in-the-dark side dots, so you can see them no matter what your light setting is. It has the DiMarzio Model J DP123 bridge and the DiMarzio Model P DP122 neck pickups. It has a Master Vaughn control, pickup blend control, and 3-band active EQ, heel mount truss rod adjustment wheel, Charvel HEMOS bridge, and I thought this was really interesting. It has a licensed Fender precision bass headstock shape. So they licensed the headstock shape from Fender, and that is the headstock shape that they put on this. And I have to tell you, it does look classic with that headstock. Like, there's just something about the Fender headstock that we're all so used to it. When you look at it, it just looks right. So this bass goes for $899.99 USD. I thought it was really interesting. This bass is, I thought the naming of this was interesting because it is called a PJ4 because it's got 4 strings, but PJ also because it has both precision and jazz pickups, even though this is not a Fender bass. I mean, it has a licensed headstock, right? But it's still not a Fender bass. It comes in this lime green and this mystic blue, and at first I'm kind of turned off by glittery, but these look sharp. I think it's because there is no pick guard. So I really kind of dig it unexpectedly. I mean, I look at the green and I think I really like the green because it stands out. Like, there's not a ton of lime green basses out there. But then when I look at the blue, it just sort of sucks you in. I don't know. It's got to be because the pick guard's not on there. So you just see the vibrant color. Sometimes I like blue. Don't know if you noticed. But I don't know. What do you think about those 2 colors, mystic green and lime? The other bass that they came out with this year for 2021 is the Pro Mod San Dimas bass JJ5. Why would it be called JJ? What did we learn about pickups? Yes, it has 2 jazz pickups and it's a 5-string, so it's the JJ5. It comes in 2 colors, candy apple red metallic and Lambo green metallic. It looks like a forest green maybe to me, but they say it's Lambo green. Again, you have the alder San Dimas bass body. This time you have a bolt-on caramelized maple slim C-neck with graphite reinforcement. It has the DiMarzio Area J DP551 bridge and DiMarzio Area J DP550 neck pickups. Once again with the luminlay side dots. It has Master Vaughn control, pickup blend control, and 3-band active EQ, heel mount truss rod, adjustment wheel, Charvel HEMOS bridge, and that licensed Fender precision bass headstock shape. So what do you think about the gold trim? I'm not so sure about it. I don't know if I love the Lambo green. I wish we could hear them. That's the one thing about not having actual NAMM this year is we can't hear the basses. We can just look at them and see what the specs are. So this is interesting. The PJ4 is 34-inch scale and the JJ is 35-inch. So they are two different sizes. I find that interesting. The JJ sells for $999.99. What do you think? Not in love with either color to me. They look a little Christmassy, but they do look sharp in pictures. They really do. And I still don't know about the gold trim. It reminds me of like Toyota that your grandma buys. It's got that gold trim package. And those are the two basses and two colors they come in at Charvel. Buddy Presidio Harsano says, do new Thunderbird basses. So that put me on the Gibson website because Thunderbird is a Gibson bass. And I got a chance to look and see what they came out with new for NAMM. Gibson really participates in NAMM. When I was there, they had like the hugest area, well, not the hugest, Yamaha was the hugest, but they had a huge area devoted just to Gibson. They had rented a huge space. They had a stage and performers. They were all in, which is surprising from a company that was in bankruptcy protection, I believe. But they have come out with some new basses. Let's look at those Thunderbirds. There's not a lot of information. They haven't released much about these basses yet. Gibson releases new non-reversed Thunderbird basses featuring a long scale 34-inch set neck and available in original colors including Inverness green, sparkling burgundy, and Pelham blue. Yeah, all we know about it is that it's got a 34-inch neck. They're representative of the Gibson golden era. So I'm kind of excited about this line, even though they didn't give us any information. It's the body styling that attracts me. I think these look good. Like, you know, Fender for their guitars has their alternate reality line where it's like, what if Fender had gone a little different direction and we were in some alternate universe? What would their guitars look like? And this is what I think they would look like. I'm kind of wishing Fender had beat them to the punch, but they didn't. So yay for Gibson for getting ahead of that. These color lines and the body styling, it just reminds me of the alternate reality guitar line. So I'm kind of excited about it. I see the Thunderbird that's actually on the pick card, which is great. You can see the neck is a darker wood. It's hard to know what that is since they don't tell us anything yet. But these colors look great to me. I think they might have a little bit of sparkle in them. The Gibson logo looks good. I like the silver hardware. It would be awesome to hear one of these. I'd really like to hear them because they just look sharp to me. What do you think? Do you think that these look sharp? Do you think they went the wrong direction? Do they remind you of the alternate reality line? I don't know. But I'm excited to learn more as soon as they give us more information. So we have a comment from Chris Cuthbertson. And he says you should check out the new Cort basses. Oh my gosh. Chris is dead on with this one. Grab your hat, buckle your seatbelt. What do they do? Everybody's got a shoulder harness now. Let me try again. Put your seatbelt on for these basses. I got so excited and I was so ready to part with my money when I saw these. So I don't know if you'll take it that way, but I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments. So let's look at the Cort basses for 2021. There are so many, I'm not even sure where to start. The first one we'll talk about is the Artisan A5 Beyond. I think Beyond is the right terminology. Obviously it's 5 because it's got 5 strings. It looks very Adam Neely. It's very cool. It does have the top of the bass going down to the neck, which I've never been a big fan of, but it looks sharp here. I mean, we don't know too much about this bass because it just came out, but as we get more information, I think it's going to be an exciting bass to learn about. It has an ash body. It has multi-scale frets, which is supposed to make the lower register sound better. It is a state-of-the-art bass for discriminating bass players. I would have to agree. This is definitely state-of-the-art. It looks sharp I would love to hear this thing. And then the Artisan A5 Ultra Ash. This one has the regular fret configuration. It's supposed to be a very bright bass. It has Fishman Fluence bass soap bar pickups, 2-band EQ, and multi-voice capabilities. This has a lot of wood grain to it. Don't know if you're a fan of that. You'll have to let me know. I also like that the dots aren't centered, but there's more. The Artisan B4 element, B5 element. So this comes in a 4-string or a 5-string. It has a roasted maple fretboard and a walnut neck. It has Bartolini MK1 pickups and Bartolini MK1 preamp set and Hipshot ultralight tuners. It has new high-mess Metalcraft M bridges with dual string loading system. It has a mahogany body with an ash finish, and it has 3 different color options. It comes in open pore burgundy red, open pore trans black, and open pore natural. I'm really digging the black. I think the black looks sharp, don't you? And then they have more basses. They have the Artisan C4 Plus OVMH and the C5 OVMH. So it comes in 4 strings and 5 strings. It has a round body shape. It has a brand new Metalcraft M bridge and that versatile string loading system. It has an Ovan Coal top in antique brown burst and a natural classy vintage look. So here is antique brown burst in the 4-string, and this is also antique brown burst but in the 5-string. But wait, there's more. The GB24JJ. Now they've had the GB series for 20 years in the Cort lineup. This is the more entry level to professional bass, and it has a flamed maple. Here it is in 2-tone burst or in trans black. And then they just added another color for 2021. New for 2021, the color edition, the Artisan A4 Plus FMMH, and that is it in open pore blue black. I had to read again that Cort did come out with all of these new basses for 2021. It is not what I expected. I did not think that they would do this many basses in a single year. I believe they updated some basses that they've had before or added new models to the series, but still really a great showing. I am so glad that I was sent in the direction of the Cort basses. I am really starting to get into those. Those are pretty cool. They don't have the prices listed, so I think they would just want to take my money. What do you think? Do you have a view on any of these? The Charvel, the Gibson, or the Cort basses? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget that I have Amazon links in the description if you need a link to any of the gear that I've talked about in these videos. Not these brand new basses, these are not on the market yet, but lots of the gear that I talk about is listed down below. Feel free to click through. I still get credit if you buy something else. Be sure to check out my other video with new basses for 2021, which will be here, or a video right here that YouTube picked out just for you.